Many people really do not understand what it is. They will someday.
It's with everybody and it's for everybody.
And it's a wonderful experience.
It is extending a hand to others from whom I have been divided for one reason or other. History, religion, ethics, whatever. And saying, come, let's work together.
Is it only for societies in deep trouble, or is it useful for our society?
Canada is a multicultural society, becoming even more so.
Any society that begins to call itself multi-ethnic or multiracial or multi-religious has a lot of space for reconciliation.
Before you have reconciliation, obviously there's got to be either a misunderstanding or some kind of disagreement.
We have to acknowledge the history.
And we know that history is always written by the victor.
There were some dark places in our history.
For example, here in Canada, there's always been a tension about reconciling the past here with our Aboriginal community.
We have to understand the kinds of things we've done. On the one hand, to the land, and particularly here, on the other hand, to the indigenous peoples of the land.
You cannot build a future by ignoring the past, but let's not dwell on it.
We have to live actively in the present, and we have to move on together.
I said we must reconcile with one another.
Not necessarily to solve all the issues of the world, because we know that we can't, but to get that dialogue going, which I think is so important.
The issue is not about forgiving or forgetting. The issue is finding a way to go forward together for our common good.
Leading to reconciliation requires coming to some kind of a common understanding.
But it's only by understanding what we've done that we understand how to move to the next stage of forgiving ourselves. And then we begin to see things differently, we begin to share things differently.
We have to cohabitate, we have to work with one another, because no one can conquer the other totally.
And I said the fight on the street is already done.
Let's march together, and let's do good things together.
It's profoundly human to embrace your brother and your sister.
If more people did that, I think that the world would be a much better place.
And don't come as a taker and take. Come as a giver and give something. Leave something that is interesting.
Embracing that philosophy is something that I believe is true to all people willing to make a safer world, willing to build a world with the youth to recognize that reconciliation is important.
Each one's a candle, and we find them.